What's going on, everyone? So I realized something the other day. Oh, actually, before I go on, I'd like to say to anybody new, welcome to the channel. New watching, welcome. Yeah, welcome. Anyway, so I forgot to tell you guys, I ended up getting the crank and the flywheel back from the machine shop. Or maybe I did tell you, but I never actually showed you what he actually did. I actually got the rods too. But I'm going to show you guys exactly what he did to balance this out, and hopefully this helps you guys out as far as, you know, seeing what can be done when the crank and everything is actually balanced in a Genesis Coupe once everything actually goes in the car. This is the brand new ACT flywheel that I ordered because, believe it or not, I actually have one of these in my car. But they needed a flywheel to balance everything out, so I ended up ordering a new one. So I'm gonna end up selling the one that's in my car. That thing's only been in there for a few months, hasn't it? So it's pretty new. So anyway, so obviously this is the bottom of the flywheel. So as you can see here, before this was a nice, smooth, clean surface. But again, he ended up balancing the flywheel as well. So basically, this is what these different depth drilled holes are, which basically he had to balance the flywheel out, and it's actually pretty cool just to kind of see the process of how he figures out how to balance this stuff out. So you would think that these would come and be perfectly balanced, but they're actually not. He did end up balancing this by itself first, and then balancing everything together. So you know, and then obviously I had to get new ARP flywheel bolts too, so that way he could bolt everything up. So here's the crank, and as you can see here, he had to drill here, and actually all three of these are a different depth. This is obviously the front of the crank. Then you have to balance the back of the crank separately and all that other good stuff. You've got two drilled holes here, and let me get this up for you. The crank. Oh wow, okay. So sorry. So you've got another one right here, and as you can see, hopefully this stays balanced. It's not. He also did some shaving work on the inside of that, and then you've got two more balanced holes there as well. So he did some work to this to make sure that this all balances out. I'm trying to like hold this up. He did end up using the old dowel pin because you obviously need the dowel pin, just so you can put the flywheel on correctly. I just wanted to shoot that video really quick, you know, just to show you basically what he did to the flywheel and the crank. I am waiting for the head, the block, because I obviously needed to have the block honed, and the pistons back. He needed pistons just to make sure, you know, everything fit the way it's supposed to fit. He's also actually showed me how to install the rings on, which it's not that hard to do, but he is going to make sure that the clearance is correct and they're filed correctly. So for me, which thank you, Pete. Oh, let me show you something really quick. It's so dark in here. I only got one light in the garage, but obviously these are the cams, the stock cams. These right here, and I'm not sure if I showed you guys before, but the valve springs in the Genesis Coupe head, you do not have to adjust the valve springs, which is great. I mean, I remember on my Integra you had to go through all that, adjusting the valve springs and all that other good stuff. Yay. But these actually, I think I showed you guys these before, but these actually are hydraulic like caps basically, which the obviously the cam lobe rides on, and that little hydraulic kind of button in there is basically what helps determine the clearance, the right clearance for each cap. The thing is though, is from what I've been told, is you got to keep them in order that you take them off and put them back on, in that, you know, put them back where they're supposed to be and things like that. So you know, that was something that was pretty cool to learn from Pete. I did not know that. Also, here are the K1 Technologies rods, and he thought he was gonna have to, you know, do some shaving on these as well. But when he got them and balanced everything, he said they were perfect. So we're good, pretty good there. Definitely good job, K1. Hopefully these hold up. From what I've heard, they do hold up pretty well. So, you know, that's that. My ACL engine bearings, which he needed those as well. So anyway, so just let me know what you guys think about this video. You know, I just really wanted to show you what they did at the machine shop. He did a great job. So when I get everything else back, I'll do another video with the block and show you that, and start putting this block back, start putting everything back together. So again, let me know what you guys think about this video. Like, share, comment, subscribe. I can't wait to hear what you guys think. You know, it's coming along. I can't wait to get it going. So, or, you know, put it back together and get it in the car. So until next time, like I said, like, share, comment, subscribe, and you don't have to be great to get started. You just have to get started to be great. Peace. Guys, before I end this video too, I want to show you some Mr. Wizard shit. Well, no, not really, but I just wanted to show you this just so you see how much what I found in the bottom of the oil pan. Guys, here you go, magnet goop. All that is metal. All that is metal shavings from the bearing, as well as I'm sure a couple other places, but this is what was in the bottom of the oil pan. This shit is gross, son, gross. So yeah, that's why the block and stuff had to go to the machine shop. So just wanted to show you that. So this right here is a magnet, and if you don't know, the motor that I bought had a spun bearing in it and things like that, as well as some other issues going on in there. So I just wanted to actually show you what the bottom of the oil pan looked like and what this magnet has to do with this goop. So